Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We are continuing with our integers notes. So this is page 4 of your integers notes on Teams. If you are not already on Teams and logged in to the class notebook, click on class notes and then integer notes. That's where we are. Make sure you pause us now and do that. But I'm going to go ahead and get started. We are adding integers with a number line. So this is a kind of a continuation of what we've been talking about. The first step, step 0, is we're always going to start at 0. Then the first thing we're going to do is find our first integer. So we're going to move wherever that first integer is. And then we're going to move however the second integer tells us to do. And again, these are kind of just doodles. I'm just showing you what I'm talking about. You don't have to type all that or write all that. You can if you want to. So just a reminder, negative means we move left on the number line, and positive means we move right. And wherever we end up, that's your answer. So let's get started. Let's start practicing with some of this. You're going to have your own practice to do on iExcel. For now, what we're going to do is we are going to, and I'm going to pick red and yellow for our positive and negative numbers today, because we're going to use those again tomorrow. So we're going to use red for negative, and our first number is -3. So we're always going to start at 0 and do whatever our first number says to do. Our first number says go down 3. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 to -3. And our second number is a +5, so we are going to move from -3 up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, up 5 or +5 means to the right, okay? We ended up at +2, so our answer is a +2. We're going to keep going and do the same thing with number, let me start over here, number 2. Okay, so the first number is a +4, and I'm going to erase what we have here. So we're going to start by going up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, to the right 4, and then we are going to go down 9, so -9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so that got messy, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and we end up at a -5. So that is our sum. That is our answer. We keep going. Our first number is a -2. So we're going to move down to -2, down 2 spots. We're already starting at 0, and we are at -2 now. But we're not done. We are going to move up 4. So we're going to move up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that ends us up with an answer of +2. All right. Number 4 is a little different. We have a -2 that we're starting with, so we're going to start at 0 and go down 2. But then we have another negative, so we have -3. And negative means move to the left, so instead of going to the right, we're going to keep going down. Down 1, 2, 3, and we end up at -5. We are now at +6, so we're going to start here. And instead of doing all these jumps, I'm just going to draw an arrow. You may see it like this. +6. And we know we are now moving down 10. So this is where our additive inverse comes into play. We know that we are going to go down 6, and that will give us 0, but we're not done there. We're going to go down 4 more. So from 6, we're going to go down 10. So that's 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 more. Using that additive inverse helps me, rather than having to jump 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I know that 6 will get me back to 0, and then 4 more after that will make -10. Okay, so that gives us an answer -4. Let's try that again. I know that was kind of quick. We're starting with -5. So we're going to start at 0, and we're going to go down 5. Okay, so we're at -5 now, and we need to go up 8. So we need to go up 8. Now I could count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would end me up back at 0, but I'm not going just up 5. I'm going up 8. So I went up 5. Now I need to go up 3 more. 1, 2, 3. To give me a result of +3. So I'm using that additive inverse to kind of cut a little shortcut here. All right, my next is +3. 1, 2, 3. So we are at +3. And we need to go down -3. So you may remember from your additive inverse notes that -3 and +3 are additive inverses of each other. So if I go up 3 and then down 3, we know we will end up back at 0. And I'm just trying to keep my notes consistent. Again, you don't have to do all these drawing pieces. Those are just helping me, and they're here for you. Number 8 has us first going to -1. So we're going to go down 1. And then we are also going to go down 5 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That leaves us at -6. And here we get into 9 and 10, where we have some problems that are a little more complicated. The reason they're a little more complicated is they are talking about numbers that we can no longer use on our number line. So this is where, when you get further into adding and subtracting integers, knowing those rules will help you, because that way you won't have to use a number line, especially when we get to the larger numbers. So number 9 has us going down to -15. Now you can use the number line to kind of give you some guidelines. You could draw one out, but I know I'm going to end up way down here at -15. And because I'm at -15 and I know my next number is a negative, I'm going even further to the left. So I'm going down 3 more. If I'm at -15 and I count down, I should end up at -16, -17, -18. So my answer should be -18 after I've counted 3 more spaces. And lastly, we have a +12 and a -10. So what that means is I'm going to go from 0 all the way up to +12, and we don't have that on our number line, but we're going to mark it here and pretend, okay? So there's a +12 down there, and we are going back down 10 spaces. So from +12, we're going down 10 spaces. Now, I know from additive inverse, if I go down 12, I'll end up back at 0. But since I'm not going all the way down 12, I'm only going down 10, I'm going to end up short. So I could count that out. I could count 11, 10, 9, 8. Or I could say that I'm at 12 and I'm going down 10. So that'll end me up with a +2. I'm still in the positive section because I did not have an additive inverse or a number that was bigger than my positive number. Okay, so that is all for today. You should have IXL to practice on, and be sure to reach out if you are struggling with any of this.